Hello again. Welcome back. We have before us another beautiful day of devoting ourselves and our lives to God as we seek God's wisdom and message for us each and every day. This week we're exploring what it means to be full of life. So far we've looked at gratitude, our walk of faith, and the path we tread. So today we're diving into living in harmony with creation. And this is a very important part of our devotional journey. I'll read to you from Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. Now, a lot of people look at this text and they get hung up on the pronouns being plural. And I don't want so much to focus on that with this today's devotion today, as much as I want us to think about what it means to have dominion or rule over creation. So here now, Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. Now let us conceive a new creation, humanity, made in our image, fashioned according to our likeness, and let us grant them authority over all the earth, the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, the domesticated animals and the small creeping creatures on the earth. Every part of creation, from the smallest of insects to the mountains in all of their grandeur. All of these things proclaim the unspoken glory of God. You can hear the grandeur of God all around me in the bird song that surrounds me here in my yard. Every living creature, rock, grain of sand, and mountain stream was created for the specific purpose of glorifying God. The lilies of the field and the birds of the air. In these things we discover that God's faithfulness and provision knows no bounds. With every sunrise that we witness, we are reminded of Christ's return. And with every gust of wind that comes along, we are beckoned to live our lives as people of the Spirit. In God's hand is the life of every living thing and the breath of all humankind. To seek God without taking notice of God's creation is to miss out on one of the most tangible and beautiful ways that God can speak to us. Authority over all the earth. The Hebrew word for rule or authority, it's a word that is more related to imaging God or having the characteristics of God as we relate to creation. So this is about living in unity with creation. It's more that than it is about a show of force subduing creation. This is about harmony, and it's a part of our design, and it's about living in the fullness that life can bring. Living equitably, in balance with creation. That's part of the design. That's part of how God created us to be. Created in God's image. Walking as the image of God. Encountering creation and one another as God would encounter creation in each of us. That's the calling that humanity has. And that, living into that calling, brings fullness to life. It brings us the ability to live at peace, at one with others, at one with God, and at one with earth. True atonement. Join me, please, in prayer as you listen to the birdsong that surrounds me. God, we feel your spirit in the wind that blows. We know your glory in the beauty of creation that surrounds us. And we relish in the promise of tomorrow that each sunset brings. So we ask, God, as we walk this day in faithfulness, that you reveal yourself in the creation around us and remind us with all these beautiful ways to live in peace and harmony with your creation. This we ask in your holy name. Amen.